Sporting Dog Adventures, run, boy,
That
run.
was awesome.
Everything you
Good
need
boy,
is here under the sun. Everything you need is here under the sun.
The Sporting Dog Adventures podcast is proudly brought to you by Soggy Acres Retrievers. Whether you're looking for a black, yellow, or chocolate Labrador Retriever puppy, please check out our website for more information at www.soggyacres.com. You can also email Jeff at sportingdogtv@gmail.com or call 262-215-9683. And remember, everyone deserves a Soggy dog. Hey, welcome to Sporting Dog Adventures. I'm your host, Jeff Fuller, and we are doing our Welcome to the Welcome Box series. We are now with our puppies from the Augusta litter that are 3 weeks old. They are getting big. They are starting to develop their little personalities, and they are up and about. So let's go over a few things. One, common misconceptions. You need to have blankets and pillows and carpeting in with puppies. No, you don't. When you think of things, think of it as a hospital, and soft surfaces kill. If you have your soft surfaces and you have animals in a communicable area, so in other words, they're all together, you can have an outbreak of parasites, you can have an outbreak of disease. What they need is clean at a good temperature, and they need to be interacted with their mom, with their litter mates, as well as with people. That is how you have a healthy litter. I know it looks great when you have teddy bears and different things. People will bring their dogs for boarding, and they will want to bring their dog bed. The easiest place to get sick for a person is to go to a hospital. And it's very similar if you don't take care of your kennel properly. You have to clean it twice a day. We use a very expensive cleaner. It is used in surgical rooms at vet clinics. It kills all things, except for the problem is things pop up rapidly. So that's why you clean twice a day. Try to use surfaces that aren't porous. That's hard because obviously concrete is porous. When you have porous surfaces, which even plastic has pores, spray the cleaner onto those areas, let it sit so that it soaks in. It'll do two things. It'll help to kill what it's designed to kill, but these cleaners also have a deodorizer in them, and it will get the dirt out and deodorize the area. So put it down, let it sit, have a safe areas for the puppies to go. When they're little, I have a basket they go in. Now that they're big enough to go outside, they go outside. After the outside is cleaned, then the inside is cleaned with the puppies outside, and then you bring them back in with mom. One thing that you'll see this time of year, it is hot, really hot right now, which our August is normally fairly hot in Wisconsin, but today we're talking high heat indices. They don't even want to lay on the raised plastic dog bed / dog kennel deck. They want to be right on the concrete because it's coolest. You want to make sure, again, you can tell if someone's not cleaning their kennel, because if puppies are laying on the concrete, they will get dirty. So they'll have stuff on them, feces, they'll smell. So that's kind of a good way to look at it when you're looking for a puppy is the cleanliness. You want to make sure the puppies are in an area that smells good, that is clean. They have access to water. Mom has access to a lot of water. And by water, I don't mean a small bowl. We actually have a 10-quart bowl that is filled up at least twice a day during this time of year. And once the puppies start drinking, it'll be probably 3 times a day. The amount of water that a mom goes through when she is nursing pups is extraordinary. The amount of water that puppies drink and the amount of milk that puppies take from mom is extraordinary. So keep that stuff in mind when you're looking at things. So our puppies, we are doing awesome. We are going to be wormed this week. Now, it's interesting because I've had people that will talk about worming and they'll say, oh my gosh, I don't have dogs with worms. And that shows the ignorance of someone, because we worm dogs for a reason. Dogs when they have parasites, generally your treatments don't get rid of all of the parasites. The parasites, it will make them so they're not active, and they will still live latently in their system. That's why when dogs are under duress or stress, whether it's a trip, a change in diet, a stressful event like a change in home, they can get where they get an irritable bowel, they can get sick. It's not necessarily that they caught something, it's that something has flared within their own system. So that's why we need to do a proper parasite treatment on puppies at 3 weeks, 5 weeks, and 7 weeks. We treat puppies for everything, whether they have it or not, because you want to make sure that when they go home, they're healthy and they're on a clean slate when they are with their new families. They're treated right up until the last day. The last week is kind of the parasite bomb time, where we bomb everything and make sure that we are taking care of it for our customers so they're going home with a safe, healthy puppy. And you also give that to the vet so the vet knows when they were last treated. How they get parasites otherwise? Wild animals. They aren't treated. And what is a dog's number one thing they love to do? Drink out of puddles and eat poo. They're gross. They do these things, and that is where wild animals get these things. That's where wild animals drop these things. So that's why puppies will get sick. So you want to make sure that you're checking those areas. You want to make sure that you are putting yourself in a position that your puppy or dog is under a vet's care, that they are being treated according to what the vet is telling you, and so that they are in a good position. So the puppies will start getting their personalities now. We've got them where they're a little more talkative. They're not as shy about being outside. Soon they'll be out on grass, and they are in a position where they're kind of becoming little characters. It's kind of funny. I do daily videos on the Soggy Retrievers Facebook page, and I'll put them up, and they're starting to get really chatty with the phone. You get some of them that are quite curious, and they want to see the phone. They want to basically blur my video because I get so close, but it is just fun. They're also getting their teeth in. During the video we did from the Whelping box that is coming up next, you will see that they actually have teeth coming in. In the next week or two, they're going to start trying food. Now, when I started out, like many kennels, I would blend food and make a gruel. It is messy and kind of gross. I actually switched to food that is a smaller kibble. And it's interesting because at 3 weeks, they're starting to get their teeth. They will actually just dive in and start crunching on the kibble. So you can kind of avoid that step of having to hydrate food and put it down and have the puppies covered in food, which then it just creates kind of a gross mess. So we start them where they're able to get to the food. We put it in a saucer from this week forward, which the saucer is a high metal center with the food around it. You'll see that in the next video as we talk about the pups. And mom will eat with them. You have to watch mom to make sure that she's not getting owly with the puppies. If they're trying food, trying to protect her resources, they will do that even with their own puppies. So it's just kind of monitoring them, getting them in, letting them get used to that, letting them get a chance to try it, and then they will start to become less reliant on mom. So this week again, parasite protocol, food will be in a dish. They're inside, they're outside, and they are having a great time and growing huge. If you want more information on our kennel, sockacres.com is a website. We enjoy putting on this podcast. We also have Facebook pages, Instagram page, X page, YouTube page, and more. So check us out. Again, stay tuned next for that video from the kennel. Welcome to the Whelping box. This is the Augusta litter. We are on week 3. We are now 3 weeks old. We are up. We're moving around. We're getting personalities. We're full. We're going outside, albeit it's super hot today. It's going to be probably a heat index of 110, so we're in the air conditioning, and we are getting big. Milestones this week. We get our first worming slash parasite treatment. So we are going to get wormed this week. We are going to probably start food. Now, a lot of people will do a gruel where you grind the food up. I actually don't. I have small kibble food. They have hold on a second here. Teeth growing, starting. So as their teeth start, that one just had a couple poking through. As their teeth start, they will be able to, here, let's see this little guy here. Let's see the teeth. Let's see. There we go. We're just starting to get our teeth in so they can actually crunch the food. And they will be on food fully within about 2 weeks at 5 weeks old. And that's when mom starts to get weaned. They're still totally dependent on mom for their milk, for their food. She keeps them clean. We clean the kennel twice a day now. Well, always twice a day. But we have a cleaner that we put down that is commonly used in vet clinics in their surgical areas that kills all parasites, bacteria, etc. So you want to do that twice a day because when you have multiple animals in an area, you can never be too clean. We do not have soft surfaces. Reason being that holds parasite and bacteria. So everything is as non-porous as you can get it and cleaned, and you let everything soak in on it. They go outside. They have an outside run that is 4x10. It is concrete, and that is, again, so you can keep it clean. And eventually here in the next couple of weeks, we're going to start going out on grass. So these guys are getting big. This is the Augusta litter. Thank you for following this litter on the Sporting Dog Adventures podcast. And you can find out more information from us on Instagram, Facebook, X, YouTube, and our website, soggyacres.com. Have a great day. Enjoy the rest of the show. If you love the shooting sports like I do, you need to check out our friends at Mech Outdoors. They have fantastic products, whether you're looking at shot shell or metallic reloading, or you want to get yourself a clay thrower so you can practice up for the season. For more information, check out their website at mechoutdoors.com.
Welcome to Boucher in Janesville, where customer service is our #1 priority.
Our customers come back to us because of the experience that we provide for them.
We're here to make sure that we find you the right car, one that fits your budget, and do so in a timely manner.
When we say we ride with you every mile, it means we care about you and how you are treated.
Estamos con personal que habla español en los departamentos de servicio y venta.
Our certified technicians are here to help you with all your service needs.
Visit us today at boucher.com.
At Boucher, we ride with you every mile.
Hey, welcome back to the Sporting Dog Adventures podcast. So I had a person that is getting a puppy from us that had questions on what are the necessities when you're going to get a puppy. And I always tell people it's funny because we'll occasionally have people that will call, they don't buy a puppy from us, they complain about the price, they complain about this, they complain about that. In reality, your first year, you're going to spend probably 3 times your purchase price on toys, outfitting your dog, and vet. And you can go way overboard. The necessities you need a crate that you can size, or start with a small crate like a cat carrier, because when you are doing your potty training, you want the puppy to be able to lay comfortably, but not basically have so much room so they can go in one end and sleep in the other. There are also great dividable crates that collapse. It's like a wire crate. Those are cool. They've got a divider in them. You can change the size. You can use a larger normal crate that you would for a dog, and you can build a divider or simply put something like a cooler in it so they can't get to the back end of the crate. We don't put soft surfaces. We don't put blankets in crates. We've been in the dog world for 25 years, and they will do everything from tearing things up to eating things. If a puppy eats part of a blanket, it can cause an obstruction. That can lead to a surgery if they can't pass it. So our thing is, unless they are supervised, they're not around something that they can tear up and ingest. So it's just a crate. You want to have a good cleaner that is an antimicrobial, parasitical type cleaner, so that you can use that to clean the crate once a day and just wipe it out. And then we get into bowls. There are really cool bowls out there. Ceramic ones, they're beautiful. They have cute little puppy prints all over them. The problem with those, depending on your breed, but with labs in general, labs are great at breaking things. They are the biggest clods, especially as puppies, and they will break these ceramic bowls. And if they do, one, then they're probably going to step on it and give you an injury that you could take them to the vet for. But two, you'll be without a bowl. At our house and in our kennel, we have only stainless steel bowls. They're easy to clean. They're easy to polish up. And when the dogs run through them, they just make a lot of noise, which at times they think is great too. But you want to make sure that you have something that is easily cleanable. It is clod proof with Labrador retrievers where it can't be broke. And that is why we will go with the stainless steel. For having a collar, they have adjustable collars. I like the snap buckle, not the strap with the little part that pokes through the collar. I go with the snap buckle, adjustable collars. They grow through collars fast. I suggest not paying too much for a collar because they're going to grow out of it. But we start with that little snap buckle that's an adjustable collar that you can make bigger as they get older. And then once they get to that year age, 1 year of age, you can absolutely get that pretty collar because, well, they're going to go in the mud with it. So pretty is, I guess, a general sense and a general statement, but at least they won't outgrow it. You want to have a leash so that you can attach a leash to said collar. I would start out with the full adult dog leash. They have the skinnier ones that are for puppies or small dogs. I would go with the adult dog leash so that you don't have to buy another one. Dog beds, I would get something that is made where it's as chew-proof as possible because labs love to chew, and something that's washable. For whatever reason, they love to have accidents and even pee on their own beds, so you might have to wash it. You get the ones where you can take them apart. You can unzip and wash them as a two-part system. It's just easier to take care of them that way. Past that, toys. I don't like toys with squeakers. I know so many of them have squeakers. Our dogs have this thing in our house where their goal is to see who can tear the toy apart and pull the squeaker out. And then ingest said squeaker. So again, then you're dealing with having to possibly have a surgery on your dog because they have a squeaker in them. So we go with something that is more of a canvas or a hard plastic. There are fire hose toys out there that are far more durable. Kong toys where it's a harder plastic. There's knockoffs of all these brands as well. But to have something so that they are in a place so that they are not going to tear it up and basically take a toy that was $20 and destroy it in about 2.7 seconds. Treats. We just use dog food. We use the kibble. The nice part about using dog food as your treat, you are calorically controlling what your dog is taking in, so you're not going to have to fight the battle of the bulge with your dog if you're feeding them properly, and they love their food. Labs in general, I wished that my food was as exciting as theirs. Every time I feed dogs, I cannot understand how excited they are for the same thing over and over and over again. So if they're that excited about their food, you can give them one piece of kibble. After you measure it out for the day, let's say you're going to do 2 cups of food a day for your dog, you can take off of that 2 cups and you are now calorically controlling your dog by giving him treats throughout the day. Our dogs actually like ice cubes too, especially Lucia. She is just an ice cube nut. So you can find stuff that does not have calories. You can find stuff that like their food. You can find great toys. All of these things are wonderful for labs. Every breed is different, but of course we always skew toward the Labrador Retriever. There's a lot more information for puppies and dogs and care on the blog of our website, soggyacres.com. Kate years ago took a lot of the questions that we get, put them on our website. So there's a Q&A section as well. So if you have other questions, just feel free to check that out. And if you have anything that you would like to know about, send me a question. Email me, sportingdogtv@gmail.com. More than happy to address it in time, because sometimes we get quite a few people that ask. But address it in time here on the podcast. Next up, it's getting towards hunting season, and I wanted to talk about something that is a must for protection while in the field. This is something that is such a simple fix that I can explain why you need on our next part of our show. All that and more coming up on the hunting tip after this. It's Jeff Fuller from the Sporting Dog Adventures podcast, and I need a little help. Please stop what you're doing and give us a 5-star rating. Follow us on the platform you're on. Give us a thumbs up. And above all, share our podcast with your friends and family. Our podcast will grow even more, and we can get more people involved in the sport we love with dogs in the field. The Sporting Dog Adventures podcast is proudly brought to you by Soggy Acres Retrievers. Whether you're looking for a black, yellow, or chocolate Labrador Retriever puppy, please check out our website for more information at www.soggyacres.com. You can also email Jeff at sportingdogtv@gmail.com or call 262-215-9683. And remember, everyone deserves a Soggy dog. Hey, welcome back to the show. So, something I am a huge proponent on that I wished I would have been for myself is hearing protection. As many probably don't know because things are smaller, I wear hearing aids. Why do I wear hearing aids, you ask? Jeff, what happened? Well, I had a TV show. I would go on probably 14 hunts a year, which is a lot, and never wore hearing protection, thinking, you know what? I don't need them. The gun barrel's not pointed near me. It's pointed out. The sound won't matter. I was also in law enforcement and in the military. So if you want to talk about someone that has many, many rounds downrange, that would be me. I had a brain aneurysm years ago, not related to hearing protection, but it caused deficits. It always causes worry within yourself when you have something like that because you worry about damage to your brain. And I started to think that I was going nuts. I felt like I lived in a bubble. I felt like I was in a tunnel, and I thought it was something to do with the brain aneurysm that I had. Ultimately, no, it was just my dumbass did not wear hearing protection, and I was going deaf. I have lost the ability to hear higher pitches, which works out great if I'm trying to ignore what my wife says, but she would argue that it does not. So I ended up getting myself handy-dandy hearing aids, which are very expensive. And I mean, I don't mind them. They're Bluetooth, so you can listen to your music and different things as you're doing things. But at the same time, I really wished I would have just simply put hearing protection into my ears. There are great ones out there that will amplify the sound around, but take out the gun sound once it's over a certain amount of decibels. There are just the inexpensive little foam guys that you wad up and stick in your ear. There are all sorts of hearing aids at all different price points. Just make sure that you're wearing them when you head to the field. You will thank me. Sorry about that. We lost our signal for a little bit. So again, work on getting yourself a set of hearing aids, all different price points. There's lots of them out there. You will thank me. That's it for this week's Welcome to the Whelping Box on Sporting Dog Adventures. Stay tuned next week as we have another exciting update from the Augusta litter. I sincerely thank you all for listening and watching our show. We appreciate you. Have a great week and God bless.